Rumors on the Dior price increase are true. Hello, welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where we talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. This is the kind of content that you find interesting. Please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. Just going to cut to the chase here. Dior is having a price increase. We heard rumors about this in January-ish, and turns out that those rumors were in fact true. I have had a number of people and essays confirm that the price increase is going live, and this price increase is worldwide. So we started hearing rumors of a Dior price increase in the beginning of January, right around when we started hearing talks about a Chanel price increase, which, as you know, did in fact happen, and also a Louis Vuitton price increase, which did in fact happen. So I have information that the Dior price increase is going to be hitting the United States and Canada on February 1st, and that the UK, Europe, and Asia are going to get the price increase trickling in between the 1st and the 5th. I've heard that Germany is supposed to be hit on the 5th, so you might have a little bit more time, but I can't necessarily guarantee it. I just know generalized dates for the rest of the world, but it is going to be a global price increase. These prices are going to go live worldwide. Unfortunately, I don't have concrete numbers for a lot of items because it's been very hush-hush about what is going up and by how much, but I do have percentages and categories of items that are going to be part of this increase. For instance, bags are definitely part of this increase. This is probably a surprise to nobody that bags are going to be included because for the most part in luxury price increases, the bags are one of the first things to go up. But yes, bags are going to be part of this price increase. Accessories are also going to be part of this price increase. We're talking about wallets, we're talking about small leather goods, we're talking about mitzas, we're talking about scarves, all that stuff is also supposed to be included. And men's items are also reported to be included in this price increase. I don't have definites on ready-to-wear. There's been a little bit of back and forth about whether or not ready-to-wear is going to be part of this increase, but I do have that shoes are probably going to be part of this increase. So in terms of the price increase, we're looking at between 10 to 20%. Now, Dior had a price increase quite recently, last year, July 2020, of between 10 to 20% as well. About 10 to 14% mostly, but some items went up by only about 4%, while other items went up by about 30%. So a huge range across the board. Right now, we're looking at between 10 to 20%, which is also a not insignificant price increase. And some pieces, again, are going up by probably at least 30%. I don't have a lot of numbers, as I said, but I do have a few items. So I have the small book tote is supposed to be increased by $400. So if you're interested in the small book tote, it's going to be going up by probably $400 by February 1st. So you might want to get on that if you've been thinking about it. Now, as I mentioned, we're not sure about ready to wear, but we are pretty sure that shoes are going to be part of this increase. The B23 shoes, for instance, are currently $1,100. They're supposed to go up to $1,500. And that is, again, a 36% increase there. And I also have an approximation on the Mini Lady Dior. Now, the Mini Lady Dior is currently $3,950, and it was, up until recently, more expensive than the Chanel Mini. The Chanel Mini, before the January 21st price increase for Chanel, was $3,800 for the rectangular, and the Mini Dior was $3,950. Well, now the Chanel Mini rectangular is $4,000, so the Mini Lady Dior is actually less than that by $50. Unfortunately, not for very much longer. I have from a credible source that the Mini Lady Dior is supposed to go up from $3,950 to $4,300, possibly $4,400. So $4,400 for the Mini Lady Dior potentially. Now, to be perfectly honest, even though I don't have concrete numbers on the rest of the bags or items that are going to be included in this increase, based on past increases that Dior has had from 2018 to 2019 and 2019 to 2020, we are looking again at a 10 to 14 increase pretty much across the board for most of these items. Some items, particularly the shoes, are going to go up significantly. I'm predicting a $200 to $400 increase on most of the bags, especially the main ones. I'm not sure about the Caro because that did just come out. I wouldn't expect that they would raise the price on the Caro so immediately after its release, but I'm just predicting. I can't guarantee that it won't go up. It might. Now, of note, as we know, Louis Vuitton just had a price increase at the beginning of January as well, much like Chanel did. Well, technically Louis Vuitton did it first. Yay. I apologize for the lighting too. I don't know what's happening with my face. Louis Vuitton and Dior are both owned by the same parent company. Louis Vuitton and Dior are both owned by LVMH. And we have information that currently Louis Vuitton and Dior are making the most money for LVMH out of all of the items and brands that they own. A lot of luxury brands that are publicly traded and thus have to share their numbers about how well they've been doing in quarter have reported significantly decreased sales during the pandemic. And it is possible that because Dior and Louis Vuitton both make the most money for LVMH, that's where LVMH is focusing their earnings towards and making those prices go up significantly. There's also some talk about the fact that LVMH is trying to to get Dior to directly compete with Chanel. Now, as some of you may know, the upper echelon of luxury goods are Hermes, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton. Those are the three that are always talked about as the best items to buy, the ones that hold their value the most sought after items. Dior is kind of underneath their umbrella. They aren't talked about as much as those three, and they aren't also necessarily as sought after by mainstream people as those three. You're more likely to hear about Chanel or Hermes or Louis Vuitton than you are to hear about Dior. Interestingly enough, Dior pieces also don't hold their value nearly as well as Louis Vuitton or Chanel, for instance. Hermes, of course, is the brand that holds its value the best, especially for their dream bags, the Birkin and the Kelly. Chanel is next. Its classic faps hold their value incredibly well for the most part, and Louis Vuitton's items also do hold their value well, and a lot of people will pay even above retail for some of their sought-after pieces. Dior, not so much. The Lady Dior, which sells for upwards of $4,000 USD depending on the size, sells for a fraction of that on the pre-loved market, and nobody can really figure out why. People still like the brand, people still want to buy this brand, and of course they're selling plenty of bags new, but on the pre-loved market, these bags just don't hold their value for some reason. And it's possible that Dior is inflating its prices in order to try to keep value to their goods. It's entirely possible that Dior is raising their prices to compete with Chanel in terms of an exclusivity, but also a desirability standpoint. In a lot of cases, the more people are priced out of an item, the more desirable it becomes. Now, that isn't the case for all of us, and some of us are going to say, well, it's an extra $400 now, I'm not going to buy that, that's ridiculous. And other people are going to say, well, that was my dream bag and now I have to save more. People are going to get disheartened, but also people are going to sometimes want to get it more because now it is more exclusive. The more expensive an item, the more exclusive it is in a lot of people's minds. Hermes has built an entire empire on the fact that their Birkin and their Kelly are incredibly difficult to get and are exclusive bags, even though we're seeing more and more of them in the media every single day. A lot of people will not necessarily excuse, but will explain the fact that these prices are going up so significantly as a direct result of the pandemic. Companies are losing money, so they're raising prices in order to combat the fact that they're losing money. However, on the flip side, one might suggest that, well, you're raising your prices, but less people are buying because your items are more expensive. Are you actually gaining any money from that? And you could turn right around and say, yes, people are still buying, so clearly they're still selling goods at the increased prices. So what's the problem here? The problem is, how high can you raise these prices before people are going to say, forget it, we're not buying things anymore? At what point is somebody going to say, well, $10,000 is too much for that item? I don't know. So this was just a quick little video. I wanted to inform you all about what was going on. I wanted to try to have you prepare in the event that you walked into a boutique on February 2nd and were surprised. Please do share this video to whoever you think this might help. If this is good information, I'd love for people to know about it. I'm sorry, the lighting has been bananas all day. I know this was a short video. I know that wasn't as informative as it could have been, so I'm sorry about that. This is all the information I've been able to find, honestly, and that's unusual. I'm usually able to find out a little bit more about things like this. So if you have any information, please do leave a comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm Classics with a Quirk, all one word. I'm always interested in keeping my ear to the ground and hearing about price increases and hearing about changes in products and brands. So I'd love to be able to continue making videos like this. If you like this kind of video, please do subscribe to my channel because I try to keep you guys in the know when it comes to price increases as well as other behind the scenes about brands. I also do unboxings, reviews, informational videos, all that kind of stuff. So it's a fun channel. I'd love to have you join me. If you like this video, please do give it a like because it super duper helps the algorithm, and subscribe because it helps the algorithm even more. And just so you know, I am hosting a giveaway on my channel right now. It is for a Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene key pouch, and I don't have it with me because I got home from work and immediately started to film this, but I will link the giveaway video up above and down below in case you wanted to enter. Just go to the giveaway video and check the instructions on how to enter for that giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.